Hello, everyone. This is exciting because I just started a new podcast, and the podcast is called The Change with Him Real, Raw, Redeemed. So, the premise of the podcast is just talking about everyday things, all the things, my history, my experience, my journey with coming through past emotional abuse, neglect, and trauma, narcissistic relationships, and how that led to this spiritual path, this path of spirituality, manifestation, wanting to co-create and cultivate a life that was what people in the manifestation world say beyond my wildest dreams. And all of that has happened, but with the traditional routes of just going from narcissistic abuse to I want a better relationship, I want a better life, I want to manifest a better life. There were so many pieces, so many elements, so many components missing, but I'm so grateful for it all. And it's funny because that is actually a worship song that my church sings, Grateful for It All. And it's one that took me to my fucking knees when I heard the first time. So this podcast, The Change with Him, Real Raw Redeemed, is the real me, is so many stories of my past that I know so many people who've gone through emotional abuse, neglect, narcissistic relationships in the past can connect to and relate with because we've probably all been there. Times where we were on our fucking knees and we were pissed at God and we were thinking, what the fuck? If you're really truly that great and almighty and all powerful, why the fuck would you not step in and change this? Why would you allow me to stay in this pain and to experience things in this way? So, yeah, we need to have a chat. We need to have a little bit of choice words, if you know what I mean. And there'd be so many times that I'd have those choice words with him. And it was funny because at that time, I didn't even know if him existed or if I believed or what the hell I believed. Because why? Why would you allow such bad things to happen to such good people if you're so good? So, as we dive into this, the change with him, real, raw, redeemed, you're going to find that I use adult language, and that's okay because it's a part of who I am and it's a part of how I express what I'm going through and what I'm feeling. So it's going to bring in spirituality, manifestation, past emotional abuse, neglect, and trauma, things that we go through on a day-to-day basis, and things that we experience, and an invitation to take your relationship even deeper, and just how my relationship with God has changed and transformed my life. So that's personally in my life what I felt was missing. There was a lot of affirmations, manifestations, but there still felt like a missing piece. It felt like something was off and I couldn't quite figure it out. Nothing was making sense because I was doing all the manifestation things, and so much has changed in my life. So much in such a more positive way. But we go into bringing all of those pieces together, the components of them together. Each episode right now isn't any longer than 30 minutes, but we've got 5 uploaded now. So I'm so excited and I wanted to share this with you guys and invite you to give it a listen and to share it with other people that you believe might receive a benefit from it. So you can find it right now on Anchor and Spotify, and it's my face on one side of the picture and a representation of light, God, on the other side. So, The Change with Him, Real Raw Redeemed, you can find it on Anchor and Spotify. I would love from the bottom of my heart if you would go give it a listen and share it. And then I think you can leave messages or comments, something like that. It's all very new to me, but that's my hope for you. That was the missing piece for me, was not just coming out of pain and into this happy life, because even when you come out of abuse, trauma, narcissistic relationships, life becomes so much better. But life is exponentially better when God is in your life. But you may have confliction with that. You may struggle with that. I did for quite a while. And it doesn't mean that things are going to be perfect. They are always going to be perfectly imperfect. But I'm just telling you, this is just my podcast that I want to share from my perspective in hopes that it helps reach other people who are going through the same thing or in the same state. So please go give it a listen. From the bottom of my heart, it would be filled with gratitude. And we've got, I think, already 5 more episodes that are scheduled to come out. So please give it a listen, and I would love that. And then if you'd share this with others. My mother is calling. Hold on. Let me decline and call her back. Okay. I love you guys. Thank you for listening, watching, and sharing. Let's see you soon.